The paint with 7:30 left in the second quarter.
Wesley Matthews with his first basket. Matthews went 2 for 10 against Dallas earlier this year and started tonight's game 0 for 3. He's averaging almost 17 a game this year.
For Dallas.
Forcing the turnover. Brandon Wright with a steal. And here's Ellis. And that will count for the foul. 1 for 6 for Wes Matthews. Players shooting 48% for the floor this season.
Harrison, I think you said 18 over 12 games. Monta knocks in the lead.
Wouldn't know he's 35 the way he's playing. Had a 40-point game recently. 27 the other night. Here's Ellis squeezing through. And now
Dragic does a good job getting inside and see if he looks for his shot a little bit more. If somebody breaks to the basket, he'll look for the pass.
That's his first field goal, averaging 19.3, 22.4 in the last 10.
Hand on it.
Mavericks winning the boards. They're getting second chances. Ellis having Pete Rose and Tony Perez instructing you on how to play. And some guy comes along and says, actually, he probably was right because he went to the right thanks to Gerald Green. Green's first three-point try, he cans it, he's got 10. 37% from downtown. Monta heard the whistle. Great rhythm to that sequence for the Dragon. He's got 14 on 6 for 8 shooting. Averaging 22.5 over. Mavs have won 3 of their last 4. They're 23 and 17. Oh, what a by Monta Ellis. He's having 40 to 39 rebounds in favor of the Suns. But the Mavs lead by 5. 4:45 to go. Ellis.
Well, Marion made it 3 to get Dallas back to within 4. Now Ellis drives, and Ellis splashes one. And off the Mavericks go after another rebound. Sean Marion's returned to the lineup. He's got 5 boards to go with 14 points. That includes 2 second half 3.
He's been really solid. For a guy that missed 4 games, not a lot of rust.
Monta pulls the trigger.
Nursing a little bit of a knee injury. He banged it somewhere
in the starting lineup. That was a deep 3 for Glenn Davis. Ellis averaging about 10. With the block shot. Not one of his fortes, but he has one every now and then.
He's long in there. It's, Glenn's giving up a lot of size.
Ellis has it knocked.
It seems like Dallas, David, talking about Dallenberg, always looking for that free agent center.
In the conversation, defensive player of the year guy. There's not one thing defensively that he can't do. He's going to be really special. It's just, right now this team's not that great.
Here's Ellis getting fouled.
Gordon not able to knock down that baseline jump shot.
How about Sam Dallenberg with 5 early rebounds?
He's engaged.
7 straight points by Dallas. Now here's Ellis driving. Ellis to the basket, and he's fouled. And in the backboard, I think, caught a piece of the ball as he was trying to collect it.
He plays with a lot of energy. Yeah, but that's just intensity.
A couple of 20 rebound games against Dallas. One earlier this year, one in the regular season finale last year. Jinsa on a pass into the lane, and New Orleans turns it over. They've got 4 turnovers. The Mavericks do as well. Here's a drive all the way to the basket, and that is Brandon Wright.
That's a great erase that time by Brandon. Higher than Davis that time.
Just jumping straight up off 2 feet, too.
Ellis into the lane. Into the game.
I'm running the same play. That's the darn.
Ellis into the lane, striding all over the rebound.
That's good blocking up by Brandon Wright that time. Using one hand to get to him.
A possession for the lead, and Ellis is fouled. That he is among many who are going to have to soak up the 19 points a game they missed from Ryan in the last 2 games against Dallas.
He's been a machine, rebounding machine against the Mavericks. Just a very active player.
Another drive in the lane, and it's
in this
Aminu for a dunk. Mavs in front by 3. Drive by Ellis, reverse layup, and good. Bruised right shoulder. Doubtful is what Rick Carlisle said today, discussing Sean's status for tomorrow. And then you've got Wayne Ellington out. 1-point game. Dirk leads Dallas with 24. Carter 14 off the bench, and Jay Crowder has 10. Sam Dalembert flirting with a double-double back in the starting lineup. 9 points, 8 rebounds to the cup.
First team foul against the Spurs. Got in late last night after an overtime win in Memphis. Ellis finally hit.
A rebounding team, but they're absolutely manhandling Dallas right now because of all the dribble penetration and the help rotations that are having to take place.
Largest lead of the quarter for the Spurs. It is 12. Ellis, the flip, gets the roll with it. Dallas has been able to leap to within 5, but hasn't really gotten any closer as Ellis brings it back.
And goes up and over the top. That's Toronto Raptor highlight.
The only difference is no elbow all the way down as Ellis again gets the double-double now. 10 points to go with his 12 rebounds and a good start to the third quarter for San Antonio.
And Monta Ellis is the guy that's going to have to get going and be dominant. He's the guy that can force 2 on the ball.
Errant alley from Diaz.
And they're not getting to the free throw line, and they're getting pounded on the board. But good changeup by Rick Carlisle right there.
Hasn't had it going tonight for the offensive rebound for Blair. Calderon just 1 of 9 from the floor. Here's Ellis stepping inside and hitting another.
Well, Joseph getting minutes in the second half instead of Patty Mills. If you're Dallas, you want him to shoot the ball. Bounce to him. He's physical. He rolls hard to the rim. Had a good career at Arizona State playing for Herb Sendek.
Thomas, former NBA ruffian, and Kurt never flinched. He just looked down, didn't even think about this dude trying to fly into his lap there.
Hillcrest High School, TCU, former Maverick, driving. Ellis went down and Carter went down, and amidst the chaos, Wes Johnson hit a long 2.
A lot of acting going on.
Just like wrestling.
Is it space on
Possession for Dallas.
Forcing the turnover. Brandon Wright with a steal. And here's Ellis, and that will count for the foul.
Having Pete Rose and Tony Perez instructing you on how to play, and some guy comes along and says, actually, he probably was right because he went to the right thanks to Gerald Green. Green's first three-point try, he cans it, he's got 10. 37% from downtown. Monta heard the whistle.
And Rob Blair has 4 points. His missed free throw, an offensive rebound for Brandon Wright.
A lot of very fortunate bounces in this first quarter.
The Mavericks only averaged 10 second chance points a game. They already have 8, and they have a chance for more. Ellis stumbling on the dribble, throws up a shot.
Game with the block shot. Not one of his fortes, but he has one every now and then.
He's long in there. It's, Glenn's giving up a lot of size.
Ellis has
Brandon Wright.
That's a great erase that time by Brandon. Boy, higher than Davis that time.
Just jumping straight up off 2 feet, too.
Ellis into the lane, and 1.
Brandon Wright being back in the mix helps everybody on this Maverick team.
Well, Vince is a smart guy with the ball.
Oh, absolutely.
And when you can run pick and roll with Brandon Wright, I mean, it opens up a world of opportunities.
Yeah, they both know their strengths and their weaknesses as Monta draws them one.
There you go.
The journeyman, Mark, couldn't find a home for a lot of years since
had to go overseas.
Yeah.
Ellis and a foot shot. Ellis a rebound. Ellis a drop.